Ooh, you know that feeling, right?
Mhm.
That scratchy, painful throat.
Yeah,
It's like
okay.
it can just totally take over your day.
For sure, it's so
You
distracting.
can't focus. It's just there, right?
Yeah.
But we were looking into this, and it turns out there's some really interesting info out there about, how to get some relief.
Yeah.
So it seems like simple home remedies can sometimes bring pretty fast relief,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's pretty amazing what you can find just in your kitchen or even, out in the garden.
Totally. So we're going to deep dive today all about these kinds of natural approaches and how they work.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So let's start with we found some stuff on tulsi and turmeric,
Right.
like a gargle.
Right.
So
Yeah.
how would you even put that together, and what's the idea behind it?
Well, so it's actually really simple. You just boil like 3 or 4 tulsi leaves in water, then strain it, and then you add a pinch of turmeric.
Okay.
And then, gargling with that a couple of times a day when it's warm can be really, really helpful.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And why does that work, though?
Well, tulsi, it's thought to help loosen up congestion.
Okay.
It's got compounds in it that can, ease inflammation.
Gotcha.
And then, of course, you've got turmeric, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which has curcumin,
Yeah, yeah.
which is very well known for its anti-inflammatory effects.
Right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What about this giloy drink?
Oh, yeah.
I've never even heard of that. What is giloy?
So giloy is an herb, and it has these really powerful anti-inflammatory properties.
Okay.
So basically what you do is you boil a few giloy stems in water until it reduces by like half, and then you strain it and you drink that warm,
Okay.
ideally in the morning.
Okay.
And what's really cool about giloy is it has these compounds that can actually modulate your immune response.
Ah.
And it's been used traditionally for, relieving coughs and sore throats.
Oh, wow. So it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, it's got a long history.
That's cool.
Ah.
Okay. There's also this lemongrass, ginger, and pudina concoction.
Yes.
What's that all about?
Okay, so for this one, you're going to boil about 15 pudina leaves and then some grated ginger in 2 glasses of water, and you boil it until it reduces down to 1 glass.
Okay.
And you sip on this throughout the day.
Right.
Now, ginger is really great because it's got these bioactive compounds like gingerols that can actually block the production of inflammatory molecules.
So it's like going right to the source.
Exactly, yeah. So it's directly targeting that itchy, painful feeling.
Okay.
And then pudina and lemongrass, they can act as natural decongestants.
Oh, okay.
So that's, further helping with that discomfort.
Right. All right. Now this one sounds intense. Raw garlic with honey.
Oh.
How do you use that one?
Okay, so for this one, you just crush a clove of garlic.
Okay.
And then you either just chew on it or you keep it in your mouth for a couple of minutes.
Uh-huh.
Now, it can be pretty strong.
I was gonna say.
So if you want, you can put a little drizzle of honey on it first.
Okay.
It helps with the flavor.
All right. But why is this effective though?
Well, raw garlic, it's got this compound called allicin,
Okay.
and that's like a powerhouse. It's antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral.
Oh, wow.
So it can actually tackle the root cause of some sore throats, if it's an infection.
Right.
And then, of course, the honey is just going to give you that soothing effect.
Okay, that makes sense. Now there's also santh,
Mm-hmm.
which is dry ginger powder, right?
Right.
With honey.
Right.
So how do we do that one?
Okay. So you take about a 1/4 teaspoon of santh, mix it with a spoonful of honey,
Uh-huh.
and then you just let that dissolve in your mouth
Okay.
twice a day for at least 3 days. And then you can sip some warm water after.
Gotcha.
So it's similar to the fresh ginger.
Right.
It's got those anti-inflammatory properties.
Okay.
And then the honey, again, just adds that soothing touch.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, now this one's kind of out there. Sunlight therapy for the throat?
Yeah.
What is that?
So the idea with this one is that you expose your throat to early morning sunlight
Okay.
before 8 a.m. for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
And you face the sun, open your mouth, stick your tongue out a bit.
Hmm.
And the suggestion is that this can help fight infection.
Oh.
And reduce inflammation naturally.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then if you don't have access to sunlight, you can also just use a warm compress.
Right.
Like a hot water bottle or something.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's talk about diet real quick. What should we be eating or not eating when we have a sore throat?
Yeah, good question. So basically, you want to avoid anything that's going to irritate your throat even more.
Okay.
So things like fried foods, spicy foods, anything overly hot.
Makes sense.
Yeah, just stick to room temperature or warm stuff. And then a really simple but crucial tip is to just keep sipping warm water throughout the day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it keeps your throat moist. It helps flush things out.
Right. Okay. So we've gone through all kinds of different remedies here.
Yeah, there's a lot out there.
Herbal gargles, drinks, garlic, ginger, even sunlight.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
And just being mindful of what we eat. It's pretty cool how many simple options there are.
Absolutely. And what's interesting is a lot of these are working in similar ways, right?
Yeah.
Like they're addressing inflammation, they're maybe combating some potential infection,
Right.
and they're just providing like soothing comfort to that irritated throat.
Totally. And I think it makes you think, next time you feel that scratchy feeling coming on,
Yeah,
it's like, what are you going to reach for first?
right.
And it really makes you think about all the ways that nature has our back.
For sure.
It's pretty amazing, this stuff that's out there that we don't always think about.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for exploring this with me.
Of course, it was fun.
Yeah.
Always good to, get back to basics.
Absolutely.
Sometimes the simplest solutions are the best.
Totally.